Hello and welcome back to Vault Hunters. So, after the last episode, you saw we have opened up our mainland. It is just right over that way. You can see it in the distance. So we can now go and explore over there. I also have a whole bunch of crates here. Now, half of these crates, these 4 across the front, were from our big event where we all ran each of the types of vaults. So we're going to open those up. Let's just pop those open real quick. Tons of jewels. My inventory is already full. I'm going to grab some chests here and let's figure out what we got. All right, so just out of those chests, we got a whole bunch of jewels. Some of these are okay. Some are horrible. This is a pretty good 11 size affinity. Nice. A whole bunch of gear. Now, this gear is going to range anywhere from level 9 to, I think, 35, 37 must have been the highest one we ran. Yeah, 37. So those are going to be kind of odd. Some other random stuff. We got 12 gold, which is really good. A mod box, some faceted foci, eternal souls, the normal stuff. An unidentified relic fragment, which we are going to go ahead and pop open. I think I already have this one. Yep, that's a third one of those. Still trying to get myself a relic. Haven't quite been able to pull that off yet. Other than that, we actually got 4 Vault Platinum, which is really good. So after that, I ran some other vaults with some other members and just some off-camera vaults just to kind of get some stuff up. Now, some of these I think are higher level. So yeah, so some were 51 level, as you can see through here. A lot of these requires level 51, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. That also means that some of this gear is also going to be higher level, like this one 51, 51, 51. Some of them are my level, which isn't too awful bad. But yeah, too many of them were much higher level. Okay, another relic. Okay, cupcake. Yeah, it's a second one. It's a new one, so that's a good thing. Did get 2 echo gems out of that stuff. The faceted focus and another fundamental focus, which is a really good one to have as well. Some of these things probably went into my backpack. Yeah, 16 knowledge essence. Anything in this one? No. And look how much Vault Bronze we got out of that. Wow. That's a crazy amount of Vault Bronze out of all of those chests. So very, very exciting. So we did pretty good on that. So yeah, we'll go through and identify this gear. And if there's anything good, I'll let you guys know. But I don't want to bore you with just opening gear. We are going to open our mod box because, okay, door upgrade, not too bad. We also did manage to get a trinket out of that. So let's, out of all those vaults, so let's go ahead and roll that vault trinket, see what we get. We get the Gluttony Pendant. Instant eating and potion consuming speed. That's a good one. And that's a blue one. So I think, yeah, I can have this one on and another one on at the same time. Okay, I can handle that one. I like the whole instant eating thing. That's really cool. So many of you are probably wondering, have I found a place to move off to in the distance? You can see I already have some waypoints out there set. Fuzzy has a mainland area there. There's a desert in that direction. So yeah, been out exploring. I really want to get away from this laggy base. It's just like walking over here is such a pain sometimes when it just interrupts you and so forth. So yeah, I have already gone and picked out a spot. I also unlocked waystones in between because I knew we were going to need some sort of, ability to travel back and forth and get to and fro because I have all my stuff here right now and I need to move it all to where my new base is going to be. So let's go check out where the new base has already been started. And here we are. So this is the new base area. I've already got it kind of started. I had initially recorded some clips whenever I first got here of starting things off, but those clips got corrupted. I ran out of hard drive space again. I really need to do better about this, but I have already started on a lot of this. This is what the base area is going to look like. This is going to be a 2-level building. I'm going for somewhat of a evil genius style base. I'm going to have this whole back area here for all kinds of different stuff. It's going to have an upper area, which is going to be where I'm going to have a bedroom, and my storage drawers are going to be along these sides here with drawer controllers. Over in the front here, in these sections on top of where these wardstone lamps are, I'm not going to keep these wardstone lamps, but they're kind of, just using them as markers right now. This is where I'm going to have my disk drives for refined storage. My refined storage controller is going to go right down here. So it's going to kind of be a highlight area. I'm going to dig out underneath this. I haven't dug out underneath it yet, but it's going to random stir cat. But that's kind of what it's going to end up being like. And so this is going to be my wall for where I end up putting the stuff for the artifact tome, so I can see where all the artifacts go. That'll go there. And then over here, I'm going to have some elevators. And those elevators are going to take me up into the other part of the room. And then over on this one over here is going to take me probably down, because I want to have a basement, because I want the create stuff to be able to go underneath as well. So that's kind of what that's going to end up being. Along the back here, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to probably have some sort of window or a door or something to get in and out of, because obviously the main front of everything is going to be over here, but then the other stuff's going to be in the back there. So yeah, that's kind of what things are ending up being. I've got people in my base, and I'm rather confused. But yeah, that's okay. Maybe we'll let them go and figure out what's going on from there. So Fuzzy and Sturcat are trolling me a little bit while I'm trying to get some stuff done, but that's the fun of an SMP. We can have people just like this. Be sure to go check out Fuzzy Cub. Be sure to go check out Sturcat. They have some amazing channels. You'll get to see a little bit about what they're doing here as well. So obviously I have a mess of things over here right now. I just fell into chocolate. Okay, didn't realize you go completely blind. Reset my create stuff up here just temporarily for now. This is just so I can generate resources to be able to build these things. You'll see I have some pallets laid out here to decide on what I want to do with some things. There's a bit of a mess everywhere because I haven't cut down all the trees that I'm going to cut down. There was a village up here, and if I can, I'll put a screenshot up on the screen of what this area looked like before. Of course, clearing some of that and everything was kind of part of the initial stuff that I recorded that I lost. But yeah, we can kind of work with it from here. That's okay. So yeah, this is going to be coming along. Once I get this thing built, I want to get moved in as quick as possible because I don't like living in the sky. I do to a point. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And I would continue to do that if that was our main only area to live. But since we have some mainland, I kind of want to build something really big. This would be very difficult to build something of this scale on a sky island. Only because we have limited space over there. And if we were on, say, a true void sky world, then we would have more void to work with. But we had a very limited area whenever we first developed it. All right, so after that last clip, I got into building mode. And yeah, I got really excited. I was building again. It was so much fun, and I failed to record a lot of it. So I have most of my base, like, somewhat completed. I've started on some of the terraforming around the area. I've got a little bit of farming set up for right now. I've still got my create machines down here for now. Again, this is in progress. I'm getting there. But welcome to my new base. So this is what I was envisioning in the first place. From the last clip, obviously I've filled this out and, completed a bunch of stuff. My refined storage is now moved over into here, so I'm good there. I've got some of my drawers over here, which is very good. And of course, I got a lot of these disk drives through either trading with other players or mod boxes. So that actually worked out really well when I only had refined storage unlocked and opened up a bunch of mod boxes, so it worked out really well. I'm going to put something up above them. I don't know what yet, but yeah, this is kind of the idea that I have behind everything. So in each of these sections are some elevators. I have elevators on each side. Eventually, I'll probably put some more drawers over here. Maybe it may be something else, but I've also kind of set this up so that I have these walls are kind of doubled. So I have access behind each of these sections, even like right in here. So like cabling and things like that all can go through the walls and you'll never see any of it. And I don't have to worry about running things up in a visible area. Even things back in here, it's all open so that I can run my refined storage, external storage interface here. I can run that back here. So yeah, doubling up the walls like this is a smart idea. Anytime you're working with mods and needing, extra room. I have a wireless transmitter here for my wireless grid, things like that. But yeah, so far this is looking good. I want to do some more decoration. I want this to look a little bit fancier than it is right now. Back here is just a large hall. Now, I don't know if I want to put create machines in here or not. I might put some things, some like basic processing stuff. I can put some of it down below. I don't have it hollowed out yet, but the plan, well, some of it's hollowed out, but like I want to like encase this in for underneath here. So my plan is to set this up so that I can do some like basic processing here at the base. I don't want to do any kind of like massive farming, because I want to try and minimize the amount of server impact and other FPS impact and player impact that I'll have here. Because Fuzzy's only 400 blocks away, Stircat is only a few hundred blocks away. I think Zenji's wanting to build close here, Corey as well. So there's a lot of people who are going to be very close here, so I don't want to cause a problem to anyone. So we're going to have only basic stuff here. I may keep something like this going, although this won't go forever. This is just a basic, carrot and wheat farm right now, so I can feed my stuff. This is an interesting contraption. You can get the mechanical bearings in mod boxes, which I get a couple of, and you can just craft up some stuff and it will sit here and farm for you. This is kind of neat, just all glued together. I have portable storage interfaces here, a chute, and then it goes into a chest. This chest has actually got a importer for refined storage on it. So as it harvests the stuff, it just dumps it into my refined storage, which is really, really cool. So I'm kind of excited to have that going there. And like I said, I started on a little bit of the terraforming. I'm not done, obviously, yet by any means. This lava does flow down from here, and it flows down and into that cave, which I thought was kind of neat. It's maybe a little bit much, but I thought it was kind of cool. And so in here, I don't know what I'm going to put back here. I've got some room in these wings as well. We can put machines or something. Not really sure. The main living area is upstairs. So this is the upstairs, and this is my main living area. I went ahead and grabbed a bunch of animals and put them in animal pens. I don't have a ton of them yet. I've only got, 47 cows, 73 chickens. Not a ton yet. I do have turtles and rabbits, in addition to bees. Bees was a very important one. So bees are how I get honeycomb and stuff like that for the vaulter, because it will come up in there. So over here, I have my crafting grid here, and then I've built some regular grids because they're not as expensive. They only require a pog. I have some regular grids kind of spread throughout, and these are all my vault items. I also have a small furnace and a stone cutter here too, but mostly vault items. So if I want to, recycle something, I can put it in right here. I have my soul shard machine. It's actually behind here. I put my items into here, and they come out right here into this compacting drawer for me. Alchemy table here. And I did put up a garage door. I just think these are kind of cool because it can cover up a whole area, and I just click it and I can walk through. Yeah, here's the soul diffuser here, and the items come in there and out there and back in. So it's kind of weird back here. I don't know if I'm going to double this wall up. I might do that so I can hide everything, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I also have waystones unlocked as well. I think I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, I unlocked waystones so I can get back and forth between this base and my previous one as well to move everything. So yeah, this is kind of going to be my main living area. One of the cool things about having a base that is made completely out of vault stone is that I don't know if it'll work in here or not. I'll have to check it, but I can pretty much click any opening or doorway and it can become a vault portal. So that's what's really kind of nice. I don't have to make a dedicated vault portal for in here, because I can use basically any of these areas. I'm sure there's a limit to the size and stuff like that, but I can use any of these sections, maybe even this one here, as a vault portal. So I've got my mailbox in here as well. So I thought that was kind of an interesting little tidbit. So if I can, I'll probably just use this area here if the pillars work okay. I see that the garage door kind of comes over into it, so I don't know if that's a problem or will create a problem, but either way, it's kind of cool. I can remove this scoria and put in vault stone in through here, and that should act as a portal as well. I've actually used that once or twice for some raw vaults for some stuff. And actually, I probably could just put some vault stone in here and use this one. So yeah, there's plenty of places for vault portals, which I think is just really kind of fun. So, but yeah, this is the idea of the base. It's kind of going along the lines of an evil genius kind of thing. I've always typically built very bright and modern, and so I wanted to change it up a bit and go with something like this. I think the front of this looks really cool, especially at night. And let's jump out here really quick. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. And having the red is something I haven't had before or haven't used. So very, very interesting design for myself. I've not done things like this before, so I like branching out for things like this. So the next step is going to be to terraform the rest of this area, take down some stuff, just get this all kind of terraformed up and made to look really nicely. And that's going to be the ultimate plan. And then, of course, encasing everything in on the inside, giving myself a basement to work in. If I do some things with the create machines, what I want to do is make it so the machines aren't actually upstairs in the building. The machines are all downstairs. And so then what I will have is like chests somewhere back in here. And then if I want items to be smelted, I just put items into the smelting chest, and then the items will return into another chest. So I don't see the machines. I just put the stuff in, it goes, does its thing, and then comes back out. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing something like that if I can pull that off. I don't know if I can, but that's kind of what I'm going to be looking for to minimize it. I'm also not opposed to having some machines in here. I just don't want a bunch of spaghetti everywhere and pipe spaghetti and all that kind of stuff. You know how we don't like pipe spaghetti. So down here in this little create area that I've made up, I have my cobblestone scoria generator here. If you use chocolate, you make scoria. So I've been making some of that because I've used that for some items. Then over here, I have actually created a triple smelting, haunting, and washing area. So this one does haunting, this one does washing, and this one does smelting. I need to get my attribute filter set up on the smart chutes so that anything that isn't smeltable will fall through. Anything that is smeltable will wait to be smelted. So I have to figure that out a little bit. But yeah, this way I can bulk haunt stuff. So actually StirCat needed some soul sand. So I can just walk up here to my storage, grab a bunch of sand, dump it in here, and the haunter will turn it into soul sand for me. So it's very, very convenient to have a system like that. And so I believe I can also do attribute filters on that smart chute for items that can be haunted, and then items that can be washed. And then I can kind of ease this up a little bit, because like right now with the washing, if you wash certain things, it may come up with multiple things on the other side. So say you wash soul sand, then you'll end up with nether quartz and gold nuggets. So I can't set a filter for two things at once. So I think that comes into where you can have the attribute filters for whether or not it can be washed. So I think this is going to be pretty cool. I'm excited about it. I have all the basic ones here. I don't have bulk smoking, but you can do the same thing with bulk blasting. So it's kind of a moot point there. But yeah, I want to have machines like this kind of set up so that I can just put stuff into a chest. It'll take it down to that system, do what it needs to do, and then bring it back up. So yes, things are looking quite well. I have a bunch more work to do on this. I might do something with this upper roof area. I don't really know yet. I'm going to do something, but you know, I'm going to make this a lot of fun. I'm going to make it so that it's a individual base to me, and I really enjoy it. So let's go, let's take a look and see if anybody else has started building yet. So I am seeing some stone pillars. So that usually means someone has claimed an area. I'm not sure if that's Zinji or who that might be. Fuzzy is up here. Again, I'm not going to give anything away, but looks like he started to make a bit of a cave there. So there is progress there. And then down over around this wonderful mountain, I do happen to know that StirCat is down here. Now, again, I'm not going to give away too much, and as you can see, this has been terraformed some, and we have a waystone there. But I do want to show you something that's inside that I worked on for her, but I'll skip her base. So you guys go and check out StirCat's channel if you want to see what's the inside of her base looks like. So StirCat had asked me if I could build her a smelter. And, oh, she's already decorated it. This is cool. So this is the smelter that I built for her. She was looking for a way to smelt a whole bunch of items really quickly because she doesn't have Create unlocked yet. And she was looking for, bulk smelting. If you want to smelt a whole stack of something, how else do you do it? This is the easiest way. So we'll go into FreeCam and I'll show you kind of how this is built. So inside here, there is a couple lava sources. And then down below, there's just a small water wheel. And that just spins the water around, gives us some rotational motion. That rotational motion goes up here to a gearbox to spin things around and go the right direction. And then it hits an encased chain drive, and you can see them all moving right there. And the chain drive is then driving 4 encased fans, and those fans just blow through the lava. And I have some iron bars here just to kind of keep things separated, because you can blow through an iron bar, which is nice. And then it hits these depots here. And yeah, you can just place items down here onto the depot. I don't think I have anything in my pouches right now to show you an example of it. But you just put items down on the depot here and it will bulk smelt them. And they will stay there until you pick them back up. And it can do up to a stack at a time. So in theory, she could do 4 stacks at a time for bulk smelting items. And of course, we could have automated this with like some chutes and smart chutes and things like that. But this is just simple. If you just need 1 stack at a time, you just throw it down, smelts it up. You can do 4 stacks at once. It doesn't require as much input or work. You just literally throw the items on and call it a day. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. This base is looking incredible with some shaders. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. I will see you all on the next episode.